How do you get that first paid show? How do you get a dozen paid shows? How do you fill your week and your calendar with paid shows that you can finally do what you love to do? We're gonna talk about things that I thought would get me gigs, but didn't get me gigs, but they're good to do. And things that I did that got me those paid shows at the beginning. And pretty soon you learn a lot about what works and what doesn't work. And we're gonna cover both of those in this video, so stick around. At the beginning, I thought, man, if I could just get a bunch of business cards and get my name and get a little photo on there, I got my little tagline and got my little business name, and here's a phone number to contact me, and start handing them out to enough places and enough people, then I'll eventually get a paid gig. Don't do that, especially at first. I've yet to have a single gig from a business card. And at the beginning, I thought if I just have enough of these cards, I'll look professional. I hand them to all these places. Oh, do you know some? It didn't work. And I also thought the same thing with flyers. If I were to create a flyer of myself playing the guitar and like maybe a list of songs and a theme for the whole show that I do, and post them around town on these community boards and these senior centers, and if I did enough flyers and got enough experience just printing out a bunch of my programs and then just putting them up all over town, maybe I'll eventually get a phone call from a place that wants to hire me. That was not the case at all. That was just a huge headache trying to find all these places where I'd get the little pins and pin up my flyer and make sure that it looks good, and then have these little tear off corners with my phone numbers at the bottom for people to contact me if they want to get a paid show or a paid gig. No. In my experience, that absolutely doesn't work. Full disclaimer in this video, I am basing this advice that I give you from my own experience. You may find that you do something and it works well for you, and you may find you're creating results, and obviously if you're creating the good results, keep doing what's working for you. I'm just telling you what has worked for me in the past and what has absolutely not worked for me in the past. And printing out business cards and printing out flyers at the beginning to get paid shows does not work. If somebody wants to refer you, like a friend or a relative, if they want to get you a show, that's awesome that they want to help you, but they haven't seen your show. Like, they're biased in the sense that they're your friend, or you're their nephew or somebody, just like, oh, say, give this person a shot, give this person a shot. It's like, oh, I know he's great at a guitar, and just like nobody's seen you play, then it's actually just like a huge waste of time. And just don't worry about people that you're related to or so-and-so that works at a place. Play the show, talk to the director, the person that actually hires performers to play. They are going to be your grassroots level people that help you start to build up this huge business and this huge book of business and different communities and different places and different venues. They're the people that are actually going to be able to help you. When you're making contact with communities and you're trying to get that first gig, whether it's paid or volunteer, I find that the most effective method to do that is picking up the phone and calling. Not email, not text message, not finding them on Facebook and sending them a direct message. It's through actually picking up your phone and calling them on the phone. You may find that you have to leave a bunch of messages for a lot of different communities before you actually get that contact. But once you get that contact and you get that show booked and you actually play for them, the person that booked you is the person that you want to get referrals to at other communities. At the beginning, I thought that if I created a demo tape and passed that demo tape out to enough places, then I'm eventually going to get hired. And that's something that might work for other performers, but I've noticed that that does not work for me. They might listen to a piece of a song or a piece of another song. It's like I created so many demo tapes and passed them out, and you're up against so many other people trying to do the same thing. Don't waste your time trying to put a demo tape together and then handing it out to communities, where the most effective way that you can get a gig in a show is to play for them live. If they've seen you and playing for them live, that is the most effective way. They're gonna hear not only your music, but they're gonna see your technique. They're gonna see like your your attitude. They're gonna see how you compose yourself. They're gonna take a look at your whole setup. How do you deal in between songs? Like, how do you transition from one song to another? There's a lot that you show them before like the show. There's so many things that you show a person about yourself when you're playing for them live that you can't get off of a demo tape. I created a lot of demo tapes. I created a CD of myself and original music and passing them around. And that's a lot of fulfillment that happens when you produce those things, but it's not gonna get you a paid gig. I've known through experience that you can invest all this time and all this money creating this CD and passing that out, and you're like, okay, you're waiting for this phone call for this community that's going to book you, and just you never get that phone call because they don't even open the CD or they don't listen to it. They listen to a fraction of it. Just play for them live. One of the things I want you to absolutely 100% do not do is wait to be contacted. Don't wait for somebody to give you a phone call or send you an email or contact you to perform at their community. Be proactive at the beginning, especially because you're not known. Nobody knows your stuff. Nobody is looking specifically for you because they don't know what you do yet, because you haven't started performing live, you haven't started doing these gigs yet. Don't wait. Don't wait until you're ready. Go out there and start sharing your music that you love with the world. You may contact the right people that way. You may meet the right people. You may get that first gig a lot sooner than you think. You may start to find yourself starting to get contacts from places who have seen you play and want you back. The thing that I realized works best at the very beginning is volunteering my services at communities. Not just at senior communities, volunteering and playing at like open mics and at coffee shops and at church groups and at Toastmasters meetings and all of these different venues. And that helps me not only to make contacts with different people and to start really developing my craft and performing, but it also helps me build the confidence. At the beginning, that's what I needed the most, is just confidence in myself and my abilities to say to myself, I can actually do this and I'm worth being paid. I hope that you were able to find some value in this video, and I hope that you invest your time in the actual activities that get you the gigs. Being proactive, volunteering, picking up your phone and calling 100 different places. You will start seeing results. Don't worry about the business cards or flashy flyers at the beginning. Just focus on developing your craft and practicing rehearsal and being proactive and reaching out. So I hope that you have a great gig, and I will see you in the next video.